When I purchased my first electric car, I did a lot of traveling from Manchester to Laurel. And when I started to do the economics on it, it was really cheaper to buy an electric car and commute back and forth at that distance than it would be to have an upper level gas car. So that's kind of how I justified it originally. Or I'd get about 180 miles to a charge, and even that was sufficient for me. But that's why I originally looked at getting chargers placed in Laurel, put one in Owings Mills to try to map out my normal commute. When I contacted them originally, I was actually looking to get a supercharger at the Laurel Park in Laurel. They subsequently put a charger at the old Laurel Mall, is where they put the supercharger, but I made Laurel Park available to Tesla. At the time when I was talking to those guys, I said, look, I'm looking to purchase a business in Hampstead. I think that would be a good addition. And they contacted me out of the blue. Said, they're expanding their destination charging location, and, would I be interested? So I said, of course. So they sent me 2 chargers free of charge. We paid for the install, and we make them available to our customers and really the public as well. So I guess with the advent of a site like PlugShare, I put the chargers on PlugShare and shocked at the reception that it had, and how many times I'd pull up to my office and there was an odd car there charging. I said, wait a minute, I got to charge my car. So I mean, it's been cool. The community of electric car folks it's evolved a little bit too. Back when we first bought our first Model S, it was a club. It was basically you were in a club, and that was an electric car drivers club. I think it's culture, really. I mean, if you look at how divided our culture is now, you've got your liberals and conservatives, and they don't really intermingle too much anymore. The one place that they do intermingle is in a bowling alley. It's unbelievable. And that's why I love the bowling alley here. It hasn't been as much recently, but being an electric car driver in Carroll County, there's been many instances where I've been sitting at a red light and a big pickup truck comes up and blows the black smoke at you. I've had that many, many times in this county. I've had instances where we've had people that drive pickup trucks just in spite, park in the chargers, the charger location, and a Tesla pulls up and they come on the door, get this pickup truck out of our parking spot. It's kind of a reflection of society where you do have your 2 segregated societies. So that's kind of why we try to hopefully use a social atmosphere like the bowling alley to, maybe bridge those gaps a little bit. So, now I can understand why some people are people don't like change. One thing I've noticed about a lot of people, they just don't like change. They're used to what they're used to. But like I said, it's a better experience. It's a better. I've never met anybody who likes to buy a car at a car dealership. I think that whole and a service department. If I want to have service, I want to be able. I'm too busy. I want to be able to, schedule my service the way that I schedule my haircut. You schedule your haircut on your phone. I don't want to have to go get my oil changed and wait. It's just the whole process of car buying. It's gone. I hope it goes away, the dinosaur. But there's a whole infrastructure in place that, financially benefits from it staying the way that it's always been. So I know Tesla had a tough time in a lot of different states, even in Maryland, breaking through the car dealership associations. They're clinging to the old way of being. I know there's a lot of states where you can't buy a Tesla in a showroom just because of the politics behind it. Because car dealerships really feel that you have to buy it at a car dealership, and you can't have set pricing. I think that's, I just think that's the way. I don't know. I think that's the way that should go the way of the dinosaur.